Hi, video 292. This week Chris is working alongside Dennis and Gerald on making components for the trailing edge of the port wing. A comment about the nose section of the Lancaster. Is Chris not working on it? Not at the moment, we'll be going back to it later. John on the port wing marking out the web for the rib 5. Dave moved back onto the starboard side of the rear fuselage, riveting on the skins. Norman talks about the tail wheel oleo box.
I think this all here, I think this one's for the aileron control tube, the input.
Yeah. Oh, that's what he was making last week.
So remember them daft brackets after me?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously fastened on there, it's got a bearing in it then that the aileron tube would slide against.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. So you're helping Dennis again?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing that, picking way through them.
Yeah. Is this what Dennis made these, didn't he?
Yeah.
A week back, didn't he?
I think when I did the formers on the nose section for the Lanc,
yeah,
the material's quite thick material. So when I use these tools, flange tools, to cut an hole in it, polish the hole, then turn it upside down, push it through again and put some flange on it. This stuff, it's like pop can. It's so thin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when I did one the other day, luckily, I drilled the hole out small because I never flange stuff this thin. So I had the hole smaller than what I needed. And when I tried it with the smallest one of these, it just kept splitting it.
Oh, didn't it?
Just kept splitting it. I'm like doing my head in. I thought, right. So I thought, if it splits it again, I'm going to have to make a whole new one. But thankfully it didn't. I think you just got to polish it with an inch of its life just to get any little nicks off the edge.
Yeah.
Even if you can't feel them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with the
tiniest little nick and that's it.
It'll go.
It'll just go like, you know what I mean? So, spend most of my time with the old macro mesh, polishing it off like to get it spot on.
Got a few of them in the sheet.
Well, that needs changing. I need a new one of those.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the most efficient way of doing it without wasting material. This is not the right shape, this piece of metal. It really isn't. If it was a flat edge, that'd be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
But it isn't. I could use the other edge, but that would make the whole sheet a really odd size.
Yeah.
You really need at least two good edges on it.
Haven't you got a guillotine to cut a straight edge on this width?
Well, we got 4 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But really, when you use a sheet of metal, you see, you got. This is. That identifies the metal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the last bit you ever use.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you work from the opposite corner up to that one.
Do you have to put that on each piece of?
Yeah, that's the traceability.
Yeah.
All goes in the paperwork and everything.
So you put all those details onto this rib?
Well, it'll go into the paperwork. So when we say we've changed the web for rib 5, they can look at the paperwork and say, oh, it was made from
such and such, yeah.
2024T3 at 50 thou, and the batch number is 4524, so they can follow that metal.
So it's identified on the log on the paperwork, but you don't actually physically.
No, it'll be in the paperwork.
Yeah, do you ever write it on with the?
Well, it can do just to remind you while you're going on, but when it comes to painting it,
of course, that
has to come off, otherwise it'll bleach through the paint.
Yeah. Are these savable?
Oh, they're okay. It's got a lot of corrosion down at the bottom here.
It's just the web part of it, is it?
Yeah, and the that
plate there,
that goes on your like that.
Yeah.
And then there's an angle there which attaches it to the rear spar web.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so it's corrosion. That's
Is this part of rib 5?
It is.
Yeah, it is rib 5, yeah.
It is rib 5, yeah.
Because that's the piece down here was badly corroded, wasn't it? Well, the one side was.
It wasn't badly corroded, it was extremely corroded. Yeah. Yeah, see better days, put it that way.
And when the extrusions down here, will you be able to make them yourself?
No, no.
No, they'll have to go away.
Yeah, we'll get them made and then we can form them to the curve.
Oh, yes, yeah. Will they use the curve from the drawing, or will you send this away for them to use the curve?
There's not a lot of information on the drawing, but we use the original as a pattern.
Yeah.
Because it's spot on.
Oh,
so.
yeah. It's all right, is it, still for shape?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I haven't got much shape on it, had it? It's the bottom one.
Yeah, it's still got structural integrity, so it's not flexing or anything. But
so it's a good
better
pattern.
days, a lot of better days.
Yeah. And what about the top one? Is that the same, or is that saved?
That's fine. Yeah, had a coat of paint on it, which helped.
Yeah.
That one didn't.
Yeah, it's a shame, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose they were running short of them.
But when the aircraft sat on the ground, that sat on the bottom, so all your moisture and that will sit on there. Plus you've got steel pot rivets going through it, so you've got your dissimilar metal corrosion happening.
When you do a pot rivet, do you put any, what they call that?
What, the Duralac?
Yeah, Duralac.
Yeah, you dip it in Duralac.
You do that.
Give it a barrier in between the two metals.
Yep. Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Hello again.
Yeah.
You get all that?
Yes, I did. It was good, thanks. Well, you've got 2 to put in.
3, 3 and 3.
Oh.
Can't reach any further. For a few bits and bobs.
Oh, when for bits now,
well, yeah, the bit that bolts onto there that hangs out the bottom of the leg where the glider toe hitch. Dave's making the new one. I used the old ones to transfer the holes over, but I can't put this all together until I've filled the slots in there. There's 2 slots, one there, one here.
Yeah.
I can't do them until I've definitely got the bit fitted to here.
Yeah.
And then there's a little bracket that goes on the inside of that, which is that one there. That bracket there doesn't sit there, it's slightly further in because the piece of steel's on the inside of it. So I can't drill those holes into the skin until I've got that in the right place.
Is this piece steel then? What?
This bit, the big ones there is steel, yeah.
The old ones are rusty, corroded, I think.
It's a bit, yeah. It's supposed to. It's a piece of steel with a washer weld on either end of it. I think it was only 1 out of 4 washers were left. And I think it's corroded. I mean, the ones that are on there now, they're corroded as well. But obviously, the thing is, it's glided, so it's never going to get used again. But it needs to look right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave's making the date for me, and I've got to drill the holes.
Dave, which Dave?
Dave.
Oh, is he? Yeah. He still does work, does he?
Yeah, He's a blacksmith, isn't he? Still, so he's still a blacksmith.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So you just got to cut me a piece of steel down to the right spec and the right size.
Yeah.
Where I've got to drill the hole in it. I'm not looking forward to that, but I'll get an old pillar drill and just do them in a pillar drill.
Yeah. Mm. Two 1/2-inch 50 caliber guns fitted into the FN-82 rear turret. I caught up with Spen the electrician, put a question about the generator on number 3 engine. I've come to see whether you've got an alternator on number 3 this...
No,
no?
we haven't. No, we haven't.
We'll be diplomatic and say no.
Oh. Yeah, so I thought it was going to be the 3rd year on the run, something might be happening. Like.
No, I mean the amount of power we use on the aircraft doesn't really take that much out of the batteries.
No.
You know, considering that we have the batteries charged or whatever every 6 months.
No, every month they get changed. Every month. Yeah.
Every month. So you can see how much they do and don't use. You know, it's only the radios and the bits of the lights and that, but otherwise it doesn't take much out on the batteries at all. So it'd be nice to have a generator running, but then of course if it was coming close to fine, it would have two generator systems.
Would it?
Yeah.
What, 1 on 3 and
2.
And 2.
3 and 2.
Yeah.
Because the outer 2, 1 and 4 would have been alternators.
Oh, would they?
Yeah.
I said an alternator, I should have said a generator.
Generator, yeah. Generators on 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And alternators on 1 and 4.
What's the alternators for then?
Alternators on it.
The alternators would have been used to supply the AC, high current AC voltage for the radar.
I see.
But it would have, because that would have used an awful lot more juice than
the engine, the workings of the aircraft.
T1154 and the R1155 radio setup that they have.
So we still haven't come across a system, a generator which suits the rest of the circuit.
But I think the problem last time was the generators that they found the right generators for the regulators, but because we can't test them here, we didn't have time to test them, even if we have. So it was a case of, well, which one looks the best? We'll pick that one. Yeah. But I wasn't involved in any decision making.
But above your pay scale.
Oh, far above my pay grade, yeah. At the moment I'm helping Louise with the archive because we've had a load of stuff donated and it's more, you know, she's got more than on her plate, and I'm going through it to say, well, that's Lancaster, that's Canberra, Bolton, Victor, that kind of stuff.
Oh, you've got a load of stuff then, isn't it?
Loads of stuff. I've just gone through a trolley load this morning. And I'm just deciding now, like the Sunday carriage. The Sunday carriage position indicator. So I've just been talking to Milado there, and so it's a tricycle system. Of course, we don't have tricycle on here.
No.
So this is possibly out the Canberra. There were some people in the Canberra, but they've gone now. So I might have a nosy in and see if I can see if it's similar. It looks, going back to my sort of in the early 70s on the flight line working on Vulcans, it does look sort of very similar.
Sticky's getting the Lancaster ready for the taxi season. And you're all worked up, are you? Not worked up, but worked up.
More or less, yeah. It's a bit odd because I wouldn't say I'm well ahead of schedule, but it's nice to be able to do little bits and pieces that you don't normally get the time to do.
No, it's usually panic.
So,
Can we get it ready for May the 1st?
Yeah, it's the panels as well. We've done a few panel repairs so we can actually get more fasteners on. Because if the fasteners are there, then you can't get them on. They end up sometimes just blowing off or breaking. So we're trying to stop that, and also I've just read it by right. It's got the number 1 engine, one of the A bank. That's back on after going away to get the valve guides and valves and all that sort of thing, all stripped out and checked and things, and put back together with new seals and things. So the block's back on, but the camshaft's back on. So we just got to time it and do the valve clearances and things, and then probably re-inhibit it, and then it's all niff-naff things really. I've got a couple of controls that I want to adjust, but I can't do that until it's on the ground, because we've still got it up on the jacks and we're waiting for a brake cable to come, because the radius of the cable is so tight, it's actually sticking, if you like, snagging. So we're getting one made out of Teflon in the inside and that, and hopefully that'll help it. Because you find it starts, the wire strands start breaking on it and obviously chafing around, and then it causes more restriction. So
what about the fuel tank? Didn't you have a little bit of a leak or pour?
Yeah, we've done that.
We've done that.
The panel's back on. We've got to put some rivets on it to make sure it's more solid. But we've still only got the 1 tank on this side. And then hopefully next year we'll have 2 tanks to even it up a bit. So the weight distribution is more even then as well on both sides.
You still have to start one side and then prime the other and then start the other side.
Basically, You can do it the other way, but it just takes it away from this side then, if you do the other side.
Good,
So
okay mate, thank you.
That's alright.
Yeah, you'll soon be
What
8.
video are we on now then?
292, but I've got
292.
very little bit of material. And last night I crossed over the 4 million views total.
4 million?
4 million. When I got up this morning it was 4,280,000 so many views.
Have you done the rear turret? Because the rear turret's back on now.
I filmed that going back on last week. So I've got that done, but I've just took with the guns in place. What are they, 50 calibre the guns? So that's that, and the lads down there are just riveting, and you can put so much riveting on.
No, we're waiting to get the trestles and all the what's it called, the setup boards for the tailplane, so we can set the tailplane up, and then it gives them a bit of experience to how it should be or where it should be set to as well, lining it up with the main plane and things.
I was talking to Brad, he said he hadn't got the stuff from BBMF.
We're waiting on that at the moment. And I think the brake cable is probably the only other thing that we're waiting for, so that then we can do a brake check, port and starboard, make sure they're okay. Once we're happy with it, we get a second and a third check over it, and then we can take it off jacks, so then it's movable for us to be able to clean it easier. With it being on jacks, it makes it a little bit too high with the normal staging to do like all the leading edges and things like that as well. But we're getting there slowly.
Good, right, thanks Sticky. I asked Sticky about the inhibitor. Do they have to clean down the inhibitor before running the engines? On this part of the video I didn't record the video of Sticky's answer, but I recorded the audio, so I improvised a video clip of Sticky. Now, do you wash it out or what?
Not really,
Or does it
no.
just blend in
No,
with the oil?
it blends in with the oil and it disintegrates, emulsifies, or what they're going to call it, with the heat and the fuel and the oil. It all goes, when you're turning it over, it scrapes it off anyway.
Yeah,
so you might get a bit
the
on
oil,
it.
damage the oil.
No. It's all compatible stuff.
Yeah.
We have got it down there.
Yeah.
Just there.
Right, okay, Sticky. The roof and the footpath to be laid, then Malk and Kim can start to fit the facing. Hi, love.
Bye, Dom. See you soon.
Yeah, bye.